There we go. Got him. Feels like a decent fish. Woohoo. He came right in. Feels like a beast. Went shallow. So today I'm chasing a variety of panfish on a multi-species lake. Not sure what I got here. I just moved up to some weed beds and I dropped down the weeds. I saw something come in. Ooh, it's a nice bass. It's a really nice bass. Check out this. This might be my biggest bass through the ice. Yeah, that was awesome. Holy cow, look at the size of that bass. That is crazy. Whew. Look at that. That is a nice fish. Beautiful. Well, you never know what you can catch on a little tungsten jig. Check out that largemouth. That's definitely my personal best largie through the ice. Such a cool catch. So I'm gonna get him going. Hopefully we can get some different species today. But I'll take these big bass all day long. All right, big boy. See you later. Whoop. Back up. Back up. There you go. See ya. Whew, that was an awesome fish. That was my first fish of the day. Hopefully we get some different ones. So we came up shallow in the weed beds, and that's where I found that largie, which kind of makes sense. Kind of where I expect them to be. Don't know if we'll pull anything more out of this hole, but we'll give it a shot. Just running a Fireball, UV Fireball Northland Tackle tungsten jig with a white plastic on it and waxworm. I didn't really see the bite on that. I just saw the weight. I just felt the weight as I lifted up. He probably just came up and hoovered it right in and didn't even displace the spring bobber. It is so hard sometimes to elucidate what's going on when you're jigging in the weeds itself, because, you know, as the sonar goes across, it just gets all muddled with signal. And you're just trying to discern if, like, a slight thickening of a red line, which is a fish moving in, or is it just the way the sonar's reflecting off vegetation. It can be really tough. Alright, even deeper. Just keep going out deeper and deeper and deeper. Hoping I can find something. Something a little more aggressive than what I've been finding, but I think I'm going to downsize after this hole. Something smaller, so if they test bite, they're taking the whole thing in their mouth. There is something coming up right now to look at. I just put down there. There we go. That didn't take very long. Whew. Putting up a good fight. Maybe I don't need to go smaller. Just need to catch bigger fish. Ooh, this might be a smallie. It is. Oh, come here. Look at that. Yes. Both species of bass today. Smallmouth and largemouth. That's so cool. I don't catch many smallies through the ice, so this is really a treat for me. That is super cool. There you go. Check that out. What a pretty fish. Aren't they gorgeous? I love that, like, tiger pattern up by the eye. Super cool. All right, let's get Mr. Smallie back on his way. Come on, buddy. There you go. Oh, you can get turned around. There he goes. Bye-bye. Back to the bottom. So cool. Smallmouth and largemouth bass today. Man, what a treat. What a treat this day is. That makes me all kinds of happy. I lost my plastic there, so I'm going to go grab that plastic real quick. Don't know if I'll be able to pull anything else through this hole, but might as well try. Got my wax worms tucked up behind my back, so in my coat, so they don't freeze. Because good ice fishing bait is really hard to come by in Washington State. Because our retailers here don't have a clue when it comes to our needs. It's already a really good day. One big largie, a nice smallie. It seems like I just see like one fish per hole for like, and then that's it. But maybe this will be the exception. This hole maybe will give me multiple fish. We'll see. That guy came blasting up off the bottom. He was not hesitating at all. I'll give this spot another 10 minutes. Pick up and move again. There's a fish down there right now. Need to get bait on in a hurry. Hurry, hurry. Okay. Send that down there. It's a big mark. There's maybe even two of them right on the bottom in 27 feet of water. Come on. Oh, they just went off graph. They can bring them back to me. Oh yeah, here it comes. Yes, got him. Looks like a nice fish. The second one down there right now. What do I got? There was two of them there together. It's another smallie. Sweet. Not as big as the last one. Awesome. Another smallie. Well, there was another fish down there, so I'm gonna go back down, get back down to him. Cool. There you go, bud. Oh, he swam back up the hole. He's like, hey, which direction am I supposed to go? I forgot. So I don't see the other one on the graph now, but there were two. So let's see if we can get going back down to the bottom there. That guy came straight up. It's like if they come up off the bottom more than a few feet, they're going to take it, but the ones that are just cruising along the bottom, they're usually not the takers. There is a fish coming off the bottom, but very slowly. Here he comes. Got him. Nice. Another fish. There's another one below him, like a school of fish here. This hole I just drilled. Oh, yeah, he popped. Dang it. Took too much pressure off of him. That's a bummer. Alright, well, that's a bummer. That's my fault. Just couldn't keep the pressure on him. I was trying to get that stupid transducer out of the hole, because it can cause problems. Oh, that was fun. I mean, hooked two, landed one. Seems like the smaller gear. This was the smaller jig I put on. About half the size of that other jig. I put a red plastic on it this time. It's like every time I go to a new hole, I will get a fish immediately come in. They either bite or they won't, and then that'll be it. So maybe the key today is just hole hopping. I'm not going to stay at holes very long now. I'm going to just give them like 5-6 minutes and move on to the next one. I think that's the key. Yeah, there might be a fish on the bottom here. I guess we'll find out in just a sec. Everything's frozen up. Inline reels with braid are great when the temperature's near 32 or you're in a hut. But out in the frigid cold, they just turn to a block on the reel. Even with this hydrophobic fire line, it still stays damp enough to freeze on the reel. Which can be a problem if you get into a big fish and need that drag to work. This is 30 feet. This is the deepest I've been today. One thing you'll notice is I got my Eskimo ice fishing tent behind me, but I'm not using it today because on a day like today, it's actually more of a hindrance on your performance than a benefit, because sure, it'd be nice to not have all my lines frozen up and be warmer, but today it's clear to me like moving is key, and having to move a tent is just all the time, it's just a pain in the butt. So I'd rather be mobile and just whole hop. There is something on the bottom here, but it's not willing to come up. It's just scooting along the bottom. Like those other non-biters I've seen today. Yep, there it's going to come up real slow. Nope, it dropped away already. Strange. Here it comes back. Nope. Try some subtle movements with it. Just stand right underneath it, like 6 inches below it. Watching it. I just hold it dead still, see what happens. Dead stick it. Nope. Not interested. There we got it, finally. Whatever it was, I finally got it. There's another one down there. Took a while to convince him to come in for it. See, this is why. There we go. What do I got? Another smallie. Really pretty golden one. Yeah, that one. That one doesn't have the barring as much. It's really pale golden. Beautiful. That's probably what I've been seeing all day out deep here, is these little smallies coming in and just staring at it. Pretty cool catching these. I don't get the opportunity to ice fish for smallmouth that much. They're really fun. Beautiful fish too. Awesome. Alright, let's get him going. Oop, there you go, buddy. See ya. Sweet. That's what my second smallie of the day. And there's a fish way up off the bottom down there. I'll go down there to it. One largemouth. I lost another one that was probably another smallie. It's been a really good bass day. That was the first one of those fish I've been able to get that was like hard to the bottom, that didn't want to come up. Man, was that bite subtle though. Spring bobbers making a big difference here. I got a little titanium spring bobber tied into the rod tip there. I don't really want to go any deeper than 35. I think if you get down to 40 feet or more, you're going to start having some barotrauma on these bass, and I don't really want to do that to them. So, there's something going on down there. Good old tungsten jig. It can catch pretty much anything. It's funny, when I've purposely gone bass fishing, I've tried lots of various larger lures and like little rattle traps, and I still have better luck with just tungsten jigs and Swedish pimples and things like that. They're really small presentations, even for big bass. They're just not looking for super big meals, I guess. And, you know, in Kansas we'd catch them on live bait, but can't do that here in Washington State. Oh, here, there's a bunch just came in. There we go. Nice. Feels like a decent perch. Oh yeah, there's just a giant pile of them coming in now. Oh no, it's a smallmouth, a little smallmouth. Cool. Check that out. That's cool. Holy cow, there's a solid wall of fish below me though, right now. The bite seems to have dropped off, no more bass, so I think I'm going to call it a day. Hope you enjoyed fishing with me today for some smallmouth and largemouth bass. They're really fun to catch through the ice, and they can be really tricky though, because they're really tough to get to bite sometimes. You have to be patient, but it's definitely worth it and a lot of fun. I had a great day starting off with that big largemouth and then several smallies, so it was a ton of fun, and hope you're able to get out and catch some bass on the ice this winter. See you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye guys.